Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time we have this beautiful, easy beef stew and dumpling recipe. Fantastic recipe, very filling and nutritious, very inexpensive. I've got all the stuff over here and I'm going to run through that bit by bit, tell you exactly what we've got and then how we've put this whole thing together. So to begin with, we have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and that's going to cost 4p. We have 2 tablespoons of plain flour, it's about 2p. We've got 350 grams of stewing steak at £3.25. Again, I buy this in the larger quantities, so like a kilogram of the stewing steak makes it a little bit cheaper. So 350 grams of that at £3.25. We have 1 onion at 9p. We have 1 carrot at 5p. We have 1 stick of celery at 6p. We have a teaspoon of thyme we're putting in here, that is 4p. We have a teaspoon of black pepper at about 4p. We have 1 beef stock at 12p, and we have about 3 tablespoons of ready-made dumpling mix. Could do that with suet and self-raising flour if you wished, but I find these little packets much easier. And that's 35p. So the total cost of this recipe is £4, 6p. And we're going to get 3 really hearty, delicious servings out of that, making each serving £1.35. So the first thing we want to do is just trim this beef up a little. These are quite large chunks of it and I prefer them a little smaller. Obviously it's a thing of personal taste, but I'm just going to chop them through. Oops, throw them around the place. Right, and I'll just take any larger pieces of fat off there. This is as I say, a stewing steak. So this will take quite a while on the hob. We'll probably leave it on there for about an hour and a half until the steak is beautiful and tender. Alright, I've trimmed that beef up and it's looking really good. Next thing, I'm just going to put a couple of tablespoons of flour. This is just plain flour on this plate. I think I'll give that a crack of black pepper as well. Do it, a little bit of salt in there. And now I'm just going to coat the beef in the flour before we start frying it up. This flour will obviously come away some of it in the pan and this will help to thicken the whole stew as well. That's looking good to me. Right, next phase of this. So over at the hob, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of this oil into this pan. Okay, that should be warm enough now, and what we want to do is just transfer the beef, the floured beef, into the pan. Now we just want to brown this on all sides and just seal in all the flavour and goodness of that. Okay, that's coming along nicely, frying off nicely. I'll just keep it moving so it doesn't stick too much to the pan, and as soon as that is browned up, it's good to go. Okay, that's had a couple of minutes and I'm saying that's nicely sealed by now, so what I'm going to do is just knock the gas off and I'm going to put this back on its plate, set it aside whilst we prepare the veg. Right, so we have the steak prepared. Next thing we want to do is chop the veg. Now for this, as you see, I'm just putting in onion, some carrot and some celery. You could put some swede in there if you wanted as well. And you could also put a little bit of cubed potato in later on. That would be a nice addition to it. But I'm just going to keep it simple with these 3 veg in the pot. So we're just going to chop these up. And again, I'm going to chop these fairly coarse so that there's some bite to this whole recipe. Cut that in half and then we can just chop that. And last is the carrot. Okay, the veg is prepared. Back to the hob. Okay, so I'm just putting the heat back on here. I've left all of the juices and things from the meat in the pan and that will break back down as the recipe continues. Right, get all the veg in together. And again, this just wants a couple of minutes to soften the onions and that will be fine. Okay, the veg has softened down and looking good and smelling good. Next thing I'm going to do with this is stick this beef stock in. Now this is just 1 stock cube. It's about 500 ml of the liquid. We do want enough to cover all of the beef and everything. Scraping the bottom of the pan here to get any of those juices back off and into this stew. Now, next thing I'm going to add to that is a teaspoon of thyme. If you have fresh herbs, that would work wonderfully as well. To that, the traditional good crack of black pepper. And there will indeed be enough salt in here already from the stock cube. For myself, if you prefer it a little bit more salty, by all means throw some in. Right, now the meat is going back in. Quick stir around, mix all the veg and the meat together. And now the next stage of this is simplicity itself. You simply want to pop the lid on and leave it for about an hour and a half. And let that meat really tenderize, you know. I would normally take some out after an hour to see how it's getting on. But that's going to be about an hour and a half, and then we will get on to adding the dumplings to this. Just one more thing, I know this isn't in the recipe, but I have some Worcester sauce here, and I'm just going to give that a couple of splashes like that. That will do fine. That'll just bring out a little bit more of the taste. Okay, and about 1 hour and a half later, that is looking real good. That has thickened up somewhat in the pan. Look at that. Now what I'm going to do is make the dumplings for this, and then I'm going to stick it in the oven for about another 15 minutes to finish it off, and that should be fantastic. What we have is just this ready-made dumpling mix, really. You can make your own, as I say, with beef suet, self-raising flour, a little bit of salt, that would probably do it. So I'm going to put 3 and a bit tablespoons into there. I'm going to add a little cold water and just stir that together. What we want here is a fairly pliable sort of dough from this. Okay, we'll probably get 1 1/2 out of that. So we're going to get some more of this in. We don't want to make these too big because they will expand. And the idea is I'm going to put these on top of the pan and put the whole pan in the oven. Okay, I'm saying that much better. A little bit sticky, but that's going to be all right. And I want to very roughly divide that into 3. 2 and 3. Right, now I just want to roll them up. I've got the oven coming up to temperature. Well, in fact, it's been up to temperature a while. I've had a bit of a baking day today. I've made some of the cheese pasties. I've made some more oat scones. And I also had an apple pie in the freezer, which I had made earlier but not baked. So that will be going in the oven after this. Okay, so here we have the pan. We're just going to place them in the pan like so, and then, as I say, this is going into an oven and it will stay there for about 15-20 minutes, just until these are nice and golden brown and crisp on top. Just to show you these are the pasties I've just made, and they are looking beautiful. And there we have it. That's had, what, about 15-20 minutes in the oven. Nice and crispy on top, them dumplings. This is going to be fantastic. I'm going to serve some up and we'll have the taste test. Okay, look at this. This is a hearty meal. That dumpling's done to a turn. Beautiful and crisp on top, just going golden brown. The steak is beautiful and soft, and this whole thing smells absolutely delicious. I'm going to have a taste of it right now. And look, we have a piece of the dumpling there. A little bit of the gravy soaked into it. That is superb. That is a hearty meal in itself. Now, serving suggestions, beautiful as it is actually, but if you wanted, you could make a creamy mashed potato to go with this. That would be very nice. Could make a plain scone. That would soak up more of that gravy. A couple of roast potatoes on the side, but that in itself is a substantial and hearty meal. And as I say, that plate of food cost me £1.35, and it is a substantial plate of food. Please do excuse the whirring of the oven in the background, but as I said earlier, I've been having a bit of a baking day here and made some of those delicious pasties, also some oat scones, and recently the apples fell from the tree here in the UK. A friend of mine has a Bramley apple tree in his garden, and I was fortunate enough to receive some of those, and I think I made 3 apple pies and froze 2 of them. So one of the frozen ones is in the oven right now, and I will enjoy a slice of that after this. Now, as I say, the stewing steak which I used in this, it's a cheaper cut of meat, but if it's done on the hob for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, A little bit extra in the oven with the dumplings, and that is beautifully soft. The idea is just keep boiling it until it softens up. So there it is, an easy beef stew and dumpling recipe. Great for the cold weather coming here in the UK. A hearty meal, very reasonable price, absolutely delicious. Can I say, if you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you would like to see more videos like this, making very easy meals from basic, simple ingredients, do consider subscribing to the channel. Many more videos to come. And I thank you very much for watching.